My name is Michelle Anderson. I live in Waxahachie, Texas, 25 miles outside of Dallas. Living in Waxahachie is very different. I am on the cusp of being in a rural area, but also in the city area. It's very peaceful out here, but sometimes I do miss that city life. Some of the things I enjoy doing in Waxahachie would be shopping, of course, because any girl would love to go shopping, or I can spend hours in there. And, I just like driving around and seeing some of the new places that I've never seen because I haven't been living here that long. Cooking is my passion. I've always wanted to be master chef. I love to cook because I love to watch people eat. I empty all the love that I have inside of me into my food. And, cooking for me allows me the ability to bond with the people that are in front of me in a way that we can talk about issues that may be impacting your lives, but the food brings that togetherness, that closeness, that connection to each other. It gives me peace in knowing that people are being nourished and they love my food. When I first heard about COVID, I was concerned because I'm living with a pre-existing condition. I made sure that I was listening to all the information about COVID and how it was shutting down cities. I never thought that I would be in a situation to where I would have to shut myself off from my family and my loved ones to stay healthy. And so it was important for me to get all the information I needed around COVID. How do I keep myself safe, but also how do I keep my family safe? And it was just a traumatic time for us to have the whole world shut down and not having that physical connection. COVID, it really played a number on my emotions during that time. I was in fear a lot of the times. I didn't know, if I should shake people's hands, if I should hug. I didn't have any way of just, protecting myself because every day was something different about COVID. And wearing a mask for me was, first of all, I'm a big girl, so wearing a mask was like a little bit suffocating. I got with my mom and suggested that she start making masks and stuff, and so it was really cute because she made little masks like this with little things and stuff that we could wear. Still be cute, but understand I still needed to stay protected while I was in public. The idea of having to have a vaccine created some fear because of historically Black folk have had a lot of medical distrust based off of what has historically happened for Black people in the past, because there's a lot of systemic racism around it. There's implicit and explicit biases that Black women can't go in the hospital and we say we're in pain. They tell us, oh no, you'll be all right. Even with maternal mortality, Black women are 3 times more likely to die from white women. For me, being a Black woman, I did have some concerns because I didn't know, how to negotiate the conversation around the vaccine. I didn't know how the vaccine would impact my life living with a pre-existing condition. And other medications that I'm taking, I didn't know how it would interact. And I spoke with people doing the studies and stuff, and one particular person was like, you know, if you have high blood pressure, then you have to get off your high blood pressure medication in order to take this vaccine for this particular pharmaceutical company. And I was like, well, God, I'm like, should I take the vaccine if this don't kill me? You know, should I not take the vaccine because I got to take my other medication? I didn't know what I needed to do. And it was a difficult decision for me. What changed for me was about getting the vaccine was, first of all, if the government was going to do anything, they done already did it, because I already had vaccines when I was a small child. And the second reason was that I started seeing people that I love die from COVID. Again, I thought it was a myth. I didn't think that folks were impacted. I didn't think Black folks would be impacted. But when I started seeing my friends die, I said I didn't want to die in that way. I wanted to live for my grandchildren. You know, I have so much that I still have to do in my life. And I just, in that moment, I said, you know what, I'm going to get the vaccine. So the vaccine is nothing more than a protective barrier so that you won't get really ill, and you know, you won't have to go to the hospital, you know, and that you can spend your time loving on your family. My name is Michelle Anderson, and your vaccine is waiting.